Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimrandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurum Shri Uttapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadudam Parijana Saidam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shivishakham Vitamscha Ye Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpade Gopesha Govika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastude Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shabanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarupesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थम एक पुरुष पुराण श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपां पुदीर्घस्तमहं प्रपद्ये पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमः हरे कृष्णा हरि ओम तत्सत्. So welcome all the devotees for today's Chaitanya Charitamrita class. We are reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, first chapter, 7th sloka onwards. So far, the first sloka, this is about obeisances, okay? Pranam, invocation. Now, the first sloka speaks about 6 aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anyone remember what are those aspects? The first sloka speaks about 6 aspects. Which are those 6 aspects? Guru, starting with Guru, spiritual masters. Then, which are the other 5? The devotees of the Lord, spiritual master, the devotees of the Lord, the incarnation, the expansion, the devotional energy, and the Supreme Lord Himself. Right? 6 aspects of the Supreme Personality.
It is Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam
No,
Bhakta
not that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm talking about the first sloka of this chapter, which you already finished. Okay, that is starting with Guru. I'll just go there and I'll read that again for you. Okay. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasamsha Tat Shakti Krishna Chaitanya Samyaka. One day I'm just paying obeisances to Isha Bhaktan, Guru, the spiritual masters. Then Isha Bhaktan, the devotees of the Lord. Isham, this Lord Himself. Ishavatarakan, the incarnation of the Supreme Lord. Tat Prakashams, that is the expansions of the Supreme Personality. Tat Shakti, the devotional energy. And this all combined is Krishna Chaitanya. Okay. So these are the 6 features or 6 aspects of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Okay. Then mainly we spoke about the internal reason and the external reason. So what was the external reason? The external reason was to give the prema unnata rasa. Prema Unnata Jvala Rasa. Okay, that is that the topmost rasa. What is the topmost rasa? Unnato Jala, Prema Unnato Jala Rasa. What is that? Conjugal love, which no avatar has given so far for so long time. Anarpita Charim Chirat. For long time, no incarnation is given this Prema Unnata Ujjala Rasa, the topmost rasa of conjugal love. That is one of the external reason. And of course, the Yuga Dharma, to establish Yuga Dharma, to propagate the Harinama Sankirtana, which is the Yuga Dharma. So these are the external reason. And then we spoke about the three primary internal reasons. Anyone remember?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Pranaya Mahima.
Pranamai.
Then
Mahima.
And Adbhuta Mahima.
Saukyam.
Not Mahima. Madhurima.
Saukyam.
Adbhuta Madhurima, then Saukyam.
Okay. Madhurima, that is okay.
Pranaya Mahima, Adbhuta
Mahima. Madhurima. Saukyam.
Then Saukyam. The three internal reasons. Supreme Lord wanted to enjoy and relish what Radharani was enjoying, which he could not in his form, he could not. What Radharani is experiencing in relation with Krishna, he wanted to enjoy that because it seems that she is enjoying 10 million or more times than Lord Krishna. So he wanted to enjoy in her possession. So he came in the form of a devotee, taking the complexion and mood of Radharani. Okay. Pranaya Mahima. Okay. The love, the ecstasy that Radharani is enjoying, Krishna wanted to enjoy. The qualities that Krishna has, he doesn't know, he cannot enjoy that. So in the place of, he will come in the place of Radharani and enjoy that. He enjoy himself, in other words. Okay. And the bliss that Radharani is enjoying, that is okay. That is what he wanted to enjoy, taking the mood and complexion of Radharani. So in brief, more than Krishna, Radharani is enjoying. More than Krishna, Radharani is enjoying. When everybody is attracted to Krishna, Krishna is attracted to Radharani. So he wanted to take the position of Radharani and enjoy everything that she is experiencing in her body, in her bhava, in her complexion. That's why Krishna came in the form of a devotee, in the mood and complexion of Radharani, to enjoy all that she is experiencing in her body. That is the purpose of. So first, Krishna was one. Then for enjoyment's sake, they became two, Krishna and Radharani. Now again, they became one, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay. Now we'll start 7. Shankarshana Karana Toyasayi Garbhodasayi Chapayobdhisayi Sheshasya Yasyamsha Kalasanitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu Shankarshana Karana Toyasayi Garbhodasayi Chapayobdhisayi Sheshasya Yasyamsha Kalasanitya Nandakya Rama Sharanam Mamastu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Darshana Karanato Yasayi Garbho Dasayi Chapayo Disayi Sheshascha Yasyam Sakala Sanitya Nanda Kya Rama Saranam Mamastu.
Very good. One more devotee.
Hare Krishna. Sankarshana toyashayi garbhodashayi cha payogdishayi shesascha yasyamsha kalasa nitya nandakya rama sharanam namastu.
Very good. Okay. May Sri Nityananda Rama be the object of my constant remembrance. Shankarshana, Sheshanaga, and the Vishnus who lie on the Karna ocean, Garbha ocean, and ocean of milk are his plenary portions and the portions of his plenary portions. Now, about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now about Nityananda Prabhu. Okay. So, in the first few slokas, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami explained the position of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, different aspects of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, glorified Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now he is trying to glorify Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Who is Nityananda? Okay. In I think 5 slokas, and now he will glorify Nityananda Prabhu. And in 2 slokas, he will glorify Advaita Acharya, like that. So now, this is the first sloka where Nityananda Prabhu is being glorified. So who is Nityananda Prabhu? So Kaviraj Goswami is paying obeisances to Nityananda Rama. Who is that? The object of my constant remembrance. I want to remember him constantly, consistently. Why? He is Shankarshana, Sheshanaga, and the Vishnus who lie on the Karna ocean, Garbhodaka ocean, ocean of milk. They're all his expansion. Whose expansion? Nityananda Prabhu. Why Nityananda Prabhu? Nityananda Prabhu is the same Balram. There is no difference. Just like how Krishna came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Balram came as Nityananda Prabhu. So expansions of Nityananda Prabhu are the Vishnus, Sheshanaga, the 3 primary Vishnus who are there, the cause of this material world, who are the master and controller of this material world, these 3 Vishnus, Purushavataras. So, of whom the first is Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu. And where does he lie? Lies on Karna ocean. Second is Garbha Udaka Sai Vishnu. He lies in the Garbha ocean. And the third one is, who is that? Kshira Udaka Sai Vishnu. He lies where? Where does he lie? Kshira Sagara. Kshira Sagara. Okay. So, Nityananda Prabhu's expansions, Sheshanaga and all the 3 Purushavadaras. So, there is no difference between Nityananda Prabhu and Balram. Balram is the same Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is same Balram. So, from him, Sheshanaga comes. And who is Sheshanaga? He is the bed for Lord Vishnu. He is bed for Lord Vishnu. Because he is known as Sevak Bhagwan. Krishna is known as Sevya Bhagwan, or Vishnu is known as Sevya Bhagwan. Okay. So Sevak Bhagwan, one who renders service. Sevya Bhagwan, one who receives service. Both are Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Balram or Nityananda Prabhu is the first expansion of that Sri Krishna. So here, Sheshanaga and the Vishnus, or the Purushavasara, are the plenary portions and portions of his plenary portions. Text 8. Mayatite vyapi vaikunthaloke Purnaishwarya Sri Chadurvyuha Madhye Rupam Yashodbhadi Sankarshanakhyam Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Mayatite vyapi vaikunthaloke Purnaishwarya Sri Chadurvyuha Madhye Rupam Yashodbhati Sankarshanakhyam Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye. Very bold. What is?
Hare Krishna. मायातिथे व्यापि वैकुण्ठलोके पूर्णेश्वर्य श्रीचतुर्व्यूहमध्ये रूपं यशो भाति सङ्कर्षणाख्यां तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये. हरे कृष्ण. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mayatite vyapi kuntaloke purneshware पूर्णेश्वरी श्री चतुर्व्यूह मध्ये रूपं यशोध्याति शङ्कर्षणाख्यां तं श्री नित्यानन्दारामं प्रपद्ये.
Okay. So I surrender unto the lotus feet of Sri Nityananda Rama, who is known as Shankarshana, in the midst of Chadurvyuha, consisting of Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka, far beyond the material creation. So he is paying, Kaviraj Goswami is paying obeisances to Sri Nityananda Rama, who is known as Shankarshana, in the midst of Chadurvyuha. As explained earlier, Nityananda Ram or Balram expanded in Chadurvyuha forms. Okay, Chadurvyuha. In that Chadurvyuha, Nityananda Rama is known as Shankarshana. In the midst of Chadurvyuha, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, Vasudeva. So, consisting of Vasudeva, Shankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. So, that Nityananda Ram expands as 4 personalities in which he represents Shankarshana mainly. That is called Moola Shankarshana. He possesses full opulences and resides in Vaikuntha Loka. So, where do they reside? Resides in Vaikuntha Loka. All these Chadurvyuha are in Vaikuntha Loka. Far beyond the material creation. It's beyond the material creation. Beyond the material creation, Brahma Jyoti is the right. Then Vaikuntha Loka. So, far beyond the material creation. So, text 9. Maya Bharta Janda Shankarshayanga Sete Sakshat Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yasye Kamsha Shri Pumanadi Devas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapadye Maya Bharta Janda Sankarshayanga Sete Sakshat Karanam Bodhi Madhye Yasye Kamsha Shri Pumanadi Devas Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prabhadye. Hare Krishna.
माया भर्ताञ्जन्द सङ्गरस्यङ्गः शेते साक्षात्कारणाम्बुधिमध्ये यस्यैकांशः श्रीपुमानादिदेवस् तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये.
Hare Bol. One more devotee.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Maya व्रताञ्जात सङ्गाश्रयङ्ग शेते साक्षात्कारणा मध्ये कांश श्रीपुमान् आदिदेवस् तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Bol. I offer my full obeisances unto the feet of Sri Nityananda Rama, whose partial representation called Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu, lying in the Karna ocean. He is the original Purusha, the master of the illusory energy, and the shelter of all the universes. Okay. Now, Kaviraj Goswami is offering obeisance to Sri Nityananda Rama. In what form? Whose partial representation called Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu, lying on the Karna ocean. So, Karna Udaka Sai Vishnu is also an expansion of Nityananda Ram, Balram, through Shankarshana. Okay. So, Balram, then Chadurvyuha, and again Narayana, Chadurvyuha. From that Mahashankarshana comes Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu. He is the master of illusory energy and he is the original Purusha. The first Purusha is Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu, that is Mahavishnu. So he is the first Purusha. So he is the original Purusha. So this Purusha Avatara is not in Vaikuntha planets. Purusha Avatara is not in the Vaikuntha planet, but in the spiritual sky. From there only starts the material creation. From him only the material universe comes. Okay, so Purusha Avataras are not there in the Vaikuntha planets. It is below in the spiritual sky where the first Purusha, known as Karanauda Sai Vishnu or Mahavishnu, lies in the causal ocean, from whom so many billions and billions of universes come into being, comes into being. So he is the original Purusha, the master of illusory energy, and the shelter of all the universes. All the universes are taking rest or being sheltered by Karna Udasai Vishnu. And he is the master of illusory energy. He is the master of the external energy also. And
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, one doubt, Prabhuji. Can you go little up, Prabhuji, in that one? Little up.
Yes, Mataji, tell me.
Little up, Prabhuji. Can you move to that previous sloka? Prabhuji, in this one, Nityananda Rama, Sri Nityananda Rama, whose partial representation here means expansion, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Expansion.
Okay.
Expansion. Yeah.
And
Partial.
here,
Because
okay.
from him comes many forms. Chadurvyuha.
Okay.
So
Then this, yes, Prabhuji.
from him comes 4 representations, 4 expansion. That is, as already explained in the earlier verse, here it is. Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha.
Aniruddha.
Okay. In that, Sankarshana is represented by Nityananda. From that Sankarshana again comes Narayana. From that Narayana, second Chadurvyuha comes. And in the second Chadurvyuha, Sankarshana is there. That is Mahashankarshana. From that Mahashankarshana comes Karana Udaka Sai Vishnu. And from that Karana Sai Vishnu expansion is Garbha Udaka Sai Vishnu. Then again is expanded into Kshira Udaka Sai Vishnu. That is the hierarchy.
Thank you.
Okay, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. And that master of illusory energy. So that illusory energy means Maya, Prabhuji.
Yes, illusory energy
Yoga
is
Maya.
Maya. So he is the master. The Vishnu is the master of the Maya. Because from Vishnu only comes all the material creation.
Okay.
So he is not in the spiritual world. Who is in the spiritual world? The Vaikuntha, Narayana.
Narayana.
Yeah. Okay. So Vishnu, from Vishnu, Karnosai, Vishnu starts the total material creation. That's why when we ask somebody, who is the Supreme Personality, they say Vishnu. Because they know Vishnu is the original or source of all the material creation. So, but they don't understand that Vishnu's sources are also there's somebody who is Krishna. Sometimes they mistake that Krishna is an incarnation of Vishnu. Because Krishna comes here to this material world. Vishnu is the top, who is the originator of all the material creation. So they mistake Krishna to be the incarnation of that source Vishnu. But people doesn't understand that even before Vishnu there is Krishna. That original personality of Krishna comes to this material world as he is to give pleasure to his devotees. This clarity is not there to many of the devotees. Only when we read the Shastras like Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita properly under the guidance of pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada, then we'll have this right understanding.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So here again, I offer my full obeisances under the feet of Sri Nityananda Rama, a partial part of whom is Garbhasa Vishnu.
Prabhuji, we didn't recite the sloka.
I didn't? Oh, sorry.
No problem.
यस्यां शशील गर्भोदसायी यन्नाभ्यब्जं लोक संघातनालं लोकस्रष्टु श्रुतिकधाम धातु तं श्रीनित्यानंद रामं प्रपद्ये यस्यां शांस शील गर्भोदसायी यन्नाभ्यब्जं लोक संघातनालं लोकस्रष्टु श्रुतिक धाम धातु Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prabhadye. Hare Krishna. Please recite.
यन्नाभियब्जं लोकसङ्घातनालं लोकशास्त्रुः स्तुतिकाधामधातुस्तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये.
Very bold. One more devotee.
Can you recite, Prabhuji?
Hare Krishna, yeah.
Yashyam Sham Shrila Garbhodashayi Yennabhya Yemnabhya
Abjam.
Rajam Loka Sangat. Sorry, Prabhuji. Loka
Sangatanala.
Sanalam Loka Shrashtu Shrutika Damada Datus Tam Shri Nityananda Ramam Prapate. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji.
I offer my full obeisances under the feet of Sri Nityananda Rama, a partial part of whom is Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. From the navel of Garbhodaka Vishnu sprouts the lotus. That is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. So again, that same Nityananda expands from Mahavishnu to Garbhodaka Vishnu. And from that Vishnu's navel sprouts a lotus plant. That is the birthplace of Brahma, the engineer of the universe. So the chief engineer of this universe is who? Brahma. His birthplace is the navel of Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. From the navel, there is a lotus plant that sprouts. In that lotus flower, Brahma is taken birth. Okay. So who is he? Brahma. He is the engineer of the universe. Why is known as engineer? Why Prabhupada calls him as engineer of the universe? What's the reason?
Creation. He is a creator of the material world.
He is the creator. Yes, he is a creator. Is he the primary creator?
No.
He's the
Under the control
recreator.
of Krishna.
Sorry, one at a time.
He is creating under the guidance of Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, yeah. Nagnajiti Mataji, you said something?
From Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, Brahma comes, Prabhuji. So the original creation is done by Krishna, and he is the recreator. That's what I say. I don't know the exact word.
Yeah,
he is the recreator.
Secondary creator.
Secondary creator, recreator.
Okay. So primary creator, secondary. The primary creator is Vishnu. Secondary creator is Brahma. Okay. So Brahma is the engineer, because engineer has not created the ingredients. He uses all the ingredients provided by the primary creator. He is just an engineer. He is just assembling all the materials and making a building. Okay, engineer of a building. He doesn't create the cements or bricks or wood or steel, anything. He is collecting it from the nature, the engineer, and he assembles and makes a building, right? Similarly, so in this material world, Brahma is a secondary creator. He takes all the ingredients from the Supreme Lord Vishnu and he gives form. He gives form of different species. 84 lakhs, 8,400,000 species. He gives forms. So that is a secondary creator. Exactly how an engineer performs his activity. He takes all the material ingredients of cement and wood and steel and bricks and other things, and he assembles and makes a building. Similarly, from this material world, he collects Bhumi, Rapo, Analo, Vayu, Kam, Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara. He collects all these things that has been given by Vishnu, and he gives form to different living entities according to their karma and desires of the previous lives. So that's why Prabhupada is telling the engineer of the universe. So he is not the ultimate engineer. He is engineer because he doesn't produce the material ingredients. The material ingredients are given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. The stem of that lotus is the resting place of the multitude of life. So what is this? So from the navel of Garbhodak Sai Vishnu sprouts a lotus plant, and there is a stem. And on top of that stem, that flower is there. That stem is the resting place of multitude of planets. How many types of planets are there?
14, Prabhuji.
14.
Yes, 14 planetary system. Upper, middle, and lower. Okay, there are 14 planetary system. So where does this rest? Where these planets are situated? In the stem of the
Stem of the
lotus.
lotus.
And on top there is the flower. There
Yes.
is the topmost planet called Satyaloka or Brahmaloka. That's why it is said the stem of the lotus is the resting place of the multitude of planets. It's not one planet. Multitude of planets. Upper planetary systems. So many planets. Lower planetary systems. Middle planetary systems. In the middle planetary system itself, so many planets. We are in, one small planet in the middle planetary system called Earth. So Bhumandala is the middle planetary system. In Bhumandala, as far as we know from the scriptures, it is divided into 7 dweeps, Saptadyuba. Okay, and in Saptadyuba, there is one Dyuba called Jambudyuba, and in that Jambudyuba, there are 9 Varshas. So one of the 9 Varsha is Bharatavarsha. In Bharatavarsha, we are in Bharatakhanda. So that is the position. So if you see the bigger picture of the cosmic creation, our Earth is just a dot. It is very, very insignificant. You can't even locate that dot in the bigger picture of the cosmic creation. So middle planetary system means so many planets, so many, what you call areas. It's not just one Earth. One Earth is insignificant in this middle planet system. Similarly, the higher planetary system, Bhur, Bhuvar, Swarg, and what you call Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, and down Atala, Vitala, Sudala, Talatala, Atala, Vitala, Sudala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala. Okay, like that it goes. So there are 14 planetary systems within the stem of this particular universe. This particular universe, one universe we are talking about. Like that, there are billions of universes, not one or two, billions of universes. So we are talking about the smallest of the universe, and we are talking about the smallest of the planet in that universe, which is just like a dot in this bigger picture of the cosmic creation. The text 11. Esyam shamsha paratma kilanam poshta vishnur bhati dugdha dugdhabdi sai shauni bharta yat kala sopi anantas tam Sri Nityananda Ramam prapadye Esyam shamsa paratma kilanam Poshta Vishnur Bhati दुग्धाब्धि साई क्षौणी भर्ता यत् कला सोपि अनंतस तम श्री नित्यानंद रामं प्रपद्ये. Hare Krishna, devotees.
यस्यां स अंसः सः परात्मा अखिलानां होस्ता विष्णुर्भाति दुग्धाब्धिसायी क्षौणी भर्ता यत्कला सोप्य अनंता तं श्री नित्यानंद रामं प्रपद्ये.
Yes, one more devotee.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yasyam samsam sa paratmakhilanam hosta Vishnur bhati dugdabdi sai shauni bharata yat kala sopi anantas tam Shri Nityananda Ramam prapadye.
Very good. Tam Sri Nityananda Ramam Prabhade. Let me pay obeisances. Let me take shelter of that Sri Nityananda, whose portion of the portion is who? About whom? Kshira Udaka Sai Vishnu. That is what is mentioned here. I offer my respectful obeisances under the feet of Sri Nityananda Ram, whose secondary part is the Vishnu lying in the ocean of milk. That Kshira Sai Vishnu is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. Seshanaga is his further subpart. So now this is the third Vishnu, starting from Karnavasa Vishnu or Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu, Garbhasai Vishnu, and Kshira Udasai Vishnu. So where is his office? The spiritual sky is the office of Karnavasai Vishnu. Okay? The whole universe is filled with the perspiration of Garbha Udakasai Vishnu. It is just half filled. The universe, this particular universe, is half filled with the perspiration of Garbha Udakasai Vishnu, and he is lying on that ocean. So the ocean is the perspiration of whom? Garbhasai Vishnu. Right? So half universe is filled with his perspiration, he is lying on that. The half is the actual activities takes place, the 14 planetary system. Okay. And in that universe, there is further expansion of Kshira Udakasai Vishnu. He is the super soul of all living entities and the maintainer of all the universes. So, he is the Paramatma dwelling in the hearts of every living entity of this particular universe. Who? Kshira Udakasai. Where is his office? Where is he situated? He has an office here.
Svetadvipa?
Yes, Swadadvipa, Haribol, yes. Near Dhruva planet.
Kshetrasagara.
Yeah, within this universe, above the moon planet, above that, there is Dhruvaloka. Near Dhruvaloka is also in that, realm. Swadadvipa. So, Swadadvipa is, it's a representative office of that Vaikunta, the original Vaikunta. Just like in different countries, they have their rep office. That's called consulate or embassy in other countries. So India has an embassy in America, in US, right? So it's an extension of India's government in the other country to take care of the Indian immigrants in the other country. Similarly, the Vaikunta's extension counter is here in this material world in the Svetadvipa. That is called Kshira Udakasai Vishnu's abode. Vaikunta is a representative of that Vaikunta planet. So the Supreme Lord Vishnu as Kshirasai Vishnu is lying on that Kshirasagara. So whenever there is some problem, Lord Brahma along with other demigods visit that Svetadvipa and glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Rasa Vishnu, with Purusha Sukta prayers and pay obeisances to them, then the Lord will, attend. How? By sound vibration. He will not give audience, personal audience. He may not give. Sometimes they may give. Mostly they will give a celestial voice from him. That's how he instructs Lord Brahma and other demigods. He will give just the instruction through the celestial voice, Akashavani. That is what exactly happened when the Mother Earth, in the form of cow, approached Lord Brahma, and then Lord Brahma, along with Mother Cow and other demigods, approached Srirasa Vishnu in the Ksirasagara. So they all went to the shore of Ksirasagara and glorified the Supreme Lord by reciting Rusha Sukta. So they all heard the celestial voice, don't worry, I'm going to appear on this earth very soon. And I will mitigate the miseries of the earth, and I will re-establish Dharma. I will annihilate all the miscreants. That is what he said. So exactly like that, Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he came down and he did all the three things. Apart from that, he gave pleasures to his pure devotees also. So again, Sheshanaga is further subpart. And another part, further subpart is Sheshanaga. Sheshanaga is the bed for Vishnu, Narayana. They're all lying on the serpent called Sheshanaga. That is used as a bed for Vishnu. Text 12. Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Mayaya Shrajadi Adam Tasyavadara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishwaram Mahavishnu Jagat Karta Mayaya Shrajadi Ada Tasyavadara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishwara. Hare Krishna.
महाविष्णुर्जगत्कर्ता मायया यः सृजते अदाः तस्यावतारा एवायम् अद्वैताचार्य ईश्वरः.
Very bold. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna.
Vishnu.
Mahavishnuर्जगत्कर्ता मायया सृजत्यदा तस्यावतार एवात्म्यम् Advaitacharya Ishvara.
Very bold. Now, so he has already glorified Nityananda Prabhu. Now he is glorifying Advaita Acharya in these two slokas. Okay. So this is number 2, 12 and 13. Okay. 12 and 13 he will glorify Advaita Acharya. I think, yeah, 2 slokas, I think. Yeah. So Lord Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. So who is Advaita Acharya? He is the incarnation of Mahavishnu. Who is Mahavishnu? Karna Udaksai Vishnu. Right? He is Karna Udaksai Vishnu. So we know that from scriptures, it's just, in little more detail, if we say precisely, he is the incarnation of Sadashiva and Mahavishnu. Although here in this sloka, mention of only Mahavishnu, but he is a combined incarnation of Sadashiva, who is the origin of Shambhu or Shiva or Rudra in the spirit. He is the via media or link from the spiritual world to material world. Okay? He is a link, Sadashiva. Sadashiva is a link from the spiritual world to material world. That Sadashiva, along with Mahavishnu, comes as Advaita Acharya. Okay? And create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. So who is the main person, the superintendent of this material world? Maya, the external energy. So she is the superintendent of this material world. So through the actions of Maya, this whole cosmic world is functioning. So Maya is meaning what? What is the meaning of Maya? What is the meaning of Maya?
That
Maya,
which is,
Illusion.
That which?
that which is not.
That which is not what? It's
Illusion,
incomplete.
Prabhuji.
That is incomplete. That
That
which is not. One more word is there. Yes, what you said is correct.
real,
That which is not permanent.
permanent. Okay, right.
That which is not permanent. That means that which is temporary. That is Maya. Now we think that this world is permanent. We are going to live here eternally. And that is what we think. Although we know, theoretically we know that it's not permanent. But we live in such a way that it is there forever. It is for our enjoyment. That's why we think that we are the controller, we are the master, we are the proprietor, everything. That is why, when Yaksha asked Yudhishthira Maharaj, what is the most surprising thing in this world? So Yudhishthira Maharaj said, Ahani ahani bhutani gachanti ha yamalayam sheshastavaram ichandi kim ashcharyam adaparam. Ahani ahani bhutani. Every moment people are dying. Father is dying, mother is dying, aunt is dying, uncle is dying, neighbors are dying, everybody is dying. But I think that I will stay here permanently, I will not die. No? Sesha Stavari Ichandi. Rest of the people, everybody will die, but I will not die. So everybody is thinking that way. What a great surprise more than this. So that's what Yudhishthira Maharaj replies said. And Yaksha said, yes, full, 100% mark. You said the right thing. Okay, so that is Maya. So the Maya will create an impression in us, in our mind, such a way that we are going to live permanently, and everything around us is for our enjoyment. But it's actually in the cosmic scale, time scale. This is not even a fraction of second our life. Our life's duration of say 100 years max is not even a fraction of second of the cosmic scale duration. Okay, the Brahmas 1 minute is 1 year here in the earthly planet. 1 minute, just imagine. So what is our life here? So he is arranging everything through the actions of Maya. So Maya is bewildering us. She is bewildering us in such a way that, okay, let this soul think that he is the creator, he is the enjoyer, he is the controller, he is the proprietor. Let him enjoy. That's why we are here. We wanted to enjoy. We wanted to imitate the Supreme Lord Krishna. I wanted to be the proprietor. I want to enjoy like how Krishna enjoys. So when we have that tendency, we didn't want to go to the Chit Shakti, but rather we wanted to remain the Achit Shakti, where we can think and act and function in such a way that we are everything. So that is the actions of Maya. So Advaita Acharya is the incarnation of Mahavishnu, and whose main function is to create the cosmic world through the actions of Maya. So we know Advaita Acharya is the first reason for Lord Chaitanya's appearance in this material world. Why? He, intensely prayed the Shaligram with Tulasi Manjari and Ganga water. And he called, please come. These people are following so many Sampradayas. They are not following the right paths, right spiritual path. So in the name of spirituality, they have created Apasampradaya and they are following the Apasampradaya. So please come, only you can. You are the most magnanimous personality in the whole creation. So you please come and help these fallen souls to get liberated from this material existence. Because of his calling, the intense calling, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to listen to his or accede to his request. Okay. It was another thing is it was time scheduled for his the appearance, because Krishna had just departed 5,000 years before in the end of the Dwapara Yuga. So following that Yuga, that is Kali Yuga, now we are in. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's scheduled time of incarnation. And so he had to spread in Kali Yuga Nama Sankirtana also. So these are the three external reasons. The Advaita Acharya called him to come because of people are not following the right spiritual path. They are all following Apasampradayas. And second thing is the scheduled incarnation. And third thing is he has to give, what is that? Nama Sankirtana, the Yuga Dharma. That the Unnata Ujjala Rasa. What is that Unnata Ujjala Rasa? The conjugal love, the Madhurya Rasa. That is another reason. Like that, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Advaita Acharya. Okay. So one more shloka is Lord Advaita. Then 14 is Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam. That is the 14, 15. 14 is Panchatattva. That's till 14. Then 15, 16, 17. He is paying obeisances to the three primary deities of Sambandha, Abhidaya, and Prayojana. Okay, like that, 17 slokas are there in this chapter. Okay, the first 6 slokas glorifying the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then 5 slokas that is glorifying Nityananda Prabhu. Then 2 slokas Advaita Acharya. 1 sloka Panchatattva Atmakam Krishnam, that is Panchatattva. Then 3 slokas about the 3 primary deities of Vrindavana, who are the 3 Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana deities of Vrindavan. Like that, 17 sloka, he completes this first chapter. So this will start next week, 14 sloka onwards, right? So we have completed till 13 today. So Vancha Kalpatarubhya
13 we complete the Brahma.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Ananta Kodi Vaishnavande ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Nitai Go Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.